if they raised it, maybe they sold 50% of the business for $1 million. I mean, if it's worth $2 million, I'm throwing up. I went to the vault and I got these puppies out. Hottest watch in the world.
I was looking at that.
I was staring at this one for so long.
That is a Daytona Rainbow.
So how rare is that? Though?
Baby. Like, you'll never see another one.
Are you serious?
I'm just joking with you.
Today we're here. We're gonna give Kevin some business pitches with valuations. All right. There's one of them on here that I'm really looking forward to seeing what
Getting
you
the
say.
reaction.
Yeah. This is gonna be a good one.
The business is a real estate franchise play. They allow dog owners in malls and strip centers across the country to drop off their dog for a few hours at any location. They raised $1 million in their pre-seed round. What's their valuation at, do you think?
It's a joke. You can't raise $1 million for a doggy daycare center. It's like a dry cleaner's worth more than that. That's ridiculous.
And this is pre-seed.
Okay, I'm very offended.
What do you think the valuation?
Well, I don't think it's even worth $1 million.
What do you think they raised that though? What do you think they should got?
I mean, if they raised it, maybe they sold 50% of the business for $1 million. I mean, if it's worth $2 million, I'm throwing up.
$9 million.
Bullshit. How
I knew it.
How are you ever going to get your money back? You're going to have to steal every dog and sell it. That's ridiculous.
The first ever delicious vegan cookie dough. It can be eaten raw or baked into a cookie. They raised $1 million in their seed round. What's their valuation?
We see these kind of things on Shark Tank all the time. You know, low sugar, low salt, healthier choices, vegan I get.
Right.
It's hard to make something taste good that's cookie dough vegan. This actually has a chance to be something. They raised $1 million.
Yeah.
I say they did it at a $4 million pre.
I'm gonna go 5.
I'm gonna go with 6.
On the money. You also knew the answer.
I didn't remember.
6 pre-money.
Yep.
You know, it's not crazy. Okay, well, you know, that product's gonna be binary. Either it's gonna go through the roof, to the moon, because there's a lot of people that want health.
You ready for the craziest one? This company is an AI-powered meme generator. You can create, edit, distribute extremely dynamic memes that are the funniest and most relevant. Think Instagram meets Giphy. They raised $16 million in their seed round. What do you think their valuation is?
Okay, we know memes are hot.
Yep.
Smoking hot, and they've stayed smoking hot.
Memes, you know, they can be kind of hard to create.
Yeah,
Right?
they're doing it with AI.
Yeah.
I say this thing's at 50 million pre.
I'm gonna go with, I'll say 45 million.
60.
Double that.
No way. No way.
120 million?
But you know, I said it was going to be high.
Yeah.
I said it was going to be high.
120 million.
I get it that somebody would step up for that, because if this works, it's going to be huge.
We shouldn't even get it around.
That's the real deal. Hey, Mr. One Up here, you know what I'm talking about? Coconut water, mixed with triple distilled vodka. Fantastic idea. Coca is available in 27 states in the US and 4 provinces in Canada, including the LCBO in Ontario. Everything they sell in the US is proudly made in New York City. Everything in Canada, made in Waterloo, Ontario. Low carb, low sugar, gluten-free. Oh yeah, baby. It's summertime, try it out.
Wait, is that a case of individual watches?
So yeah, we'll talk about this. This is if you have a perpetual. In other words, it keeps full time of the year, the moon, the seconds, the day, the week. It has to stay wound all the time. And the only way to do that is use a robot to do it. Otherwise, if it falls behind, you're going to spend like a year trying to catch up. It's like Paul Newman's Daytona sold for $17 million because it became part of who he was. It was seen in all his movies. It was on his wrist all the time. And so it became part of his iconic being. And so when you start collecting watches, they become yours. And for me, that means red bands for televisions. Wardrobe's a big deal when we shoot television. They want consistency, they want continuity. Right. So I go back season 4 and I've got a bunch of watches, different color bands. And she said to me, "Where's the red band?" I said, "What do you mean?" She said, No, black suit, white shirt, red band. You know, you're Mr. Wonderful, you wear a red band. I went, "You gotta be kidding." She said, "No, I'm not kidding. Go get a red band." From that year on, if you look at Shark Tank episodes, red band in everything. I went to the vault and I got these puppies out. The all-time classic, all right, you start with is a steel white-faced Daytona. Everybody in the world wants one of these. It's not an expensive watch. It sells for about $12,000. I know that's dope. But the minute you walk out the store, it's worth $35,000. Now, the way that watch looks today, into modern times, right?
It's like I'm sitting.
It looks like this. So they don't have just stealing wheel. They got the ceramic black. Very cool, right? But look at the heritage. Look at that, right?
So what is the units?
Get a little
This
side by
is the,
side.
this is the watch that Paul Newman raced. It's for car racing.
So that's why it has the units.
Yeah,
per
so
hour.
you're timing the lap, the one lap of the racing car. Here's a brand that is up and coming to Australian guys, Avanti. You want to talk about a crazy looking watch.
Yeah, no kidding.
Get this, solid
That is
piece,
sweet.
solid piece of
What's-
sapphire. Solid piece of sapphire. Look how cool that looks on your wrist. I mean, you're making
Yeah.
a big statement with this puppy.
Oh yeah. See,
nuts,
maybe the skeleton. Is it called like a skeleton fate or just a skeleton watch?
Well, it's
Like, what's
also
the proper-
oversized. This is over 40 millimeters. This is really, you're walking around saying, yeah.
Yeah, look
Right,
at me.
look
Look
at
at
my
me.
watch.
Hottest watch in the world.
I was looking at.
I was staring at this one for
That,
so
that
long.
is a Daytona Rainbow.
So how rare is that? Like,
Baby. Like, you'll never see another one.
Are you
I'm
serious?
just joking with you. See what's going on here? These are all diamonds, but 4 degrees of separation on the color. You know how hard that is to do? To find those stones and make them all the same and insert them into that watch. That's factory. These are investments.
Yeah, I was gonna say these are great investments.
Yeah. There's millions of dollars of watches here, but this is up from $125 when I bought it to $440,000 if I wanted to sell it.
I think when I looked at every single one of these watches, that would have been like the one watch.
Wait,
that-
wait, wait.
That's the
Okay,
dream.
ready?
Crazy.
You thought that was crazy. Look at this. This is called Eye of the Tiger. It's also Daytona, just like those. But what does that look like? It's like an eye of a tiger. It's encrusted with
That one's
diamonds.
insane.
So you know why I need these watches? Because I want to look like trash in Miami. I want to show you another crazy watch. This is called FP Jour. It's Le Bleu, and it means blue dialed, but it's beautiful because it can be black, it can be blue. This watch is what Putin wears. And it became famous when they saw him. This is the rumor about this watch. This watch used to cost $15,000, $17,000. As soon as Putin was seen wearing it, boom, $37,000. Here's one, Story watch. Only 30 of these in the world, okay? This is an IWC pilot watch, very, very famous style. Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
That boat blew up in Beirut 2 years ago. Watch company said, we're going to create 30 of these with the back, the cedar of Lebanon, this tree on the back, one of 30. That collector I told you about earlier knew that my mother was Lebanese and said, Kevin, you're aware of this watch? I said, yeah, but how am I going to get one? There won't be one in North America ever. And he petitioned the CEO of this company, because I was half Lebanese, to let me have one.
Wow.
And what I found out later, he gifted me his. He gave it to me as a gift.
Wow.
All right? It was the only
Wow.
one in America. When people see this, they go nuts, that know this brand. You've never seen a dial like this, and you never will again. It's all about the dial. Take a close look at that. Look at how it's sparkling.
Oh my.
God.
That one's sick.
It's very sick. Initially, the market didn't really dig it. And then about 3 months into it, and people started wearing them, they really got into it, and they only made 100 of these. I have one of the 100. They've since redesigned it again. But the rarity, and also if you look sideways at that dial, look at how crazy that is. See what's going on there? By the way, all these are coming into my coffin with me when I die, because I'm going to need them in the afterworld. Sort of.
Or else how are you going to tell the time?
It's a statement piece, right? You think that's made out of sapphire? It is. A solid block of sapphire.
This is like probably just the most sleek looking, like clean watch
classic,
ever. Yeah.
known all around the world. That took off in Italy back in the 60s and 70s, and every girlfriend wanted that watch. And what they would do is they take out a few links from their boyfriend's watch and lose the links so that they couldn't wear it back. If you flip a watch, they'll never sell you another one.
Like
Right,
respect,
because
it's going back to the respect of the art. And
No,
like
you
the
went
actual-
there asking a favor to be sold watch at retail because you respect the art, you respect the brand, and then you turn around and sell it to make 15 grand, you're cut off for life. You go
So
swimming.
like this I could go swimming with?
Yeah, you leave that on your wrist all day long. Yeah, that's it. And
Ah.
they still make some of the most accurate movements in the world. But Grand Seiko is a fantastic starter watch, 6,000 or 7,000, really high quality, immensely beautiful. The polishing on the steel is crazy. It's perfect. My go-to watch in Miami, when I'm walking around, it's definitely the rainbow because it's just total trash. I love it.
It's total trash.
It's
Everyone.
just total blinged out, and it's so Miami. And
Right.
tonight, if I hit Carbones or something, I'll be wearing this watch.
And everyone's just gonna freak out.
They're gonna freak out.
If you like that video, wait till you see my next one. Don't forget to click right over here and subscribe.